what is this thing here? It's a diffuser. This is aromatherapy. Essential oils. This one I've got on is orange something. Hey guys, welcome to the first episode of my series Self-Care Sundays. I thought I would cap this off with a little bit of a definition of what self-care is, because you've probably seen it chucked around in the Webazone, hashtag self-care, and you're thinking, I don't even know what it is. It is different for everybody. So it's not just about pedicures, manicures, getting your hair done and a massage. It can go much deeper than that. Basically, self-care is whatever you need to do in order to feel better and be a better person, mind, body and spirit, for yourself and the people around you. So today I thought we'd talk about having self-care or doing self-care for the introverted extrovert. An introvert is somebody who loves to basically shy away from people. They will be the people at the party who probably sit in the corner and might speak quietly to one person or two people, probably cling to people they know, don't like attention, tend to be quite intellectual. So we're talking people like your scientists, your accountants, numbers people. But basically they don't like a lot of attention. They also find being with people to be quite draining. It's quite hard for them, so they're more likely to enjoy their own company. Extroverts, on the other hand, are like your performers. They're generally like your hairdressers. They like careers where there's a lot of people interaction. So gym instructors, group fitness instructors, that kind of thing. People on TV, actors, they tend to be extroverts. Now what happens is that most people tend to be they have more a dominating introvert or extrovert side of themselves. But what happens if you have equal parts introvert and extrovert? It can actually be quite a challenge, because you will find that when you are at home, there's a part of you going, I should be out there making and creating, I shouldn't be at home. Yet when you're actually out there with people and doing all these buzzy creative things, you find it really draining. And so there can be some down days, if not some depression and anxiety, that surrounds somebody who is an introvert and extrovert equal parts. So self-care for someone who may be introverted and extroverted. I highly recommend you give yourself permission to recoup, to recharge your batteries. So whether that means reading a book, meditating if you can, doing something that just makes you feel calmed, centered, and you find that purpose again. Try not to surround yourself in your devices, your electronics. For me personally, because I am an introverted extrovert, I find it just fills my head with a whole lot of noise, you know, that kind of and you actually end up wasting that time alone, feeling if not more anxious than you would had you not done it at all. So choose your weapons very wisely and have a good think about what that means to you. You might find yourself wanting to spend more time alone than you would going out. Sometimes you actually need to, even if you don't feel like it, make yourself go out there and talk with people, Even if it's just visiting friends, it could be that you need to give yourself the boost as well. Being alone too much of the time can also be a bad thing, particularly if you are somebody who is susceptible to anxiety and depression. Being alone with your thoughts can actually be detrimental. The best way to do this is to look at socializing in time frames. So you know that it's going to be for only this amount of time, therefore you know that you can handle that. You know, it's just a couple of hours, and at this time you can, you know, creep back to your safe place, which is probably home, and feel good about yourself. So that could be things like working on a hobby, it could be a fitness class, things like that, that you know are just a couple of hours. It gives you that sense of socializing, challenging yourself in that way, and then being able to come home. So it's just for a short amount of time. Another important thing to mention for an introverted extrovert is to not under-challenge yourself. So make sure you always have some kind of goal that you're working towards. It could be a little goal that's meaningful to you, or it could be something big that you cut down into manageable little chunks to achieve over time. Introverted extrovert is always going to be at odds within themselves. So give yourself that you time, but also give yourself a challenge, and make sure that you're spending equal parts of your time alone and socializing. And last of all is finding the humor in every situation. Taking a deep breath and looking at it from a different perspective. Even sharing your troubles with someone, and ask yourself, will the situation be so bad 6 months or a year from now? The answer is probably not. Did this help you at all? I hope it did. Leave me a comment down below. Always love hearing from you. And give me your tips on what helps you as an introverted extrovert. Thanks for watching my first episode of Selfcare Sunday. Bye!